Hello, everyone. My name again is Abiodun, and this is Eating Pains. Thank you for my recent subscribers. It's been a while. I I'm very grateful for those that are believing in the channel. Thank you for the subscribers and you know the stories that are coming in. Yeah, I recently just came in from my trip overseas, my trip to Africa actually, and the jet lag and the stress and all that. I had quite a lorry load of stories, but I decided that okay, I will start churning them out now. But I want to react to the recent event that happened that a doctor, a cardiologist, had to unlive himself, had to, you know, had to move to the other side of the world or to the great beyond because of um, the court pronouncement that he should pay $15,000 for child support. It was a very tragic story, and it raises serious conversations about financial pressures, about legal obligations, and emotional well-being. Seriously, the story was touching. I don't want to I don't want to delve into who is at fault. I saw on social media the reaction of the father-in-law. I don't want to go into all of that. I don't have business with that. What I have business with is the lessons that we can learn. Most of my stories now, I'll be coming up with lessons that we can learn. And for these ones, for this very story, um, lessons can be drawn from this situation, for both men and women regarding financial responsibility, relationship choices, mental health, and systemic challenges. I'll start with lessons for men. Number one, lesson from this story that I think after I broke down the story, is the need to be financially prepared before marriage and having children. It is important to understand, financial implications of marriage, divorce, and child support. Especially in the jurisdiction that you find yourself. It's important to know the implication of getting into marriage in the country wherever you find yourself. Take the laws of the land and read through. Find out, what does the law say about marriage? What does the law say about divorce? And what does the law say if we are married with no children? What does the law say if we are married and we have children? What does the law say if we are married and we have properties, investments together as couple? What does the law say about what we have before we got married? That is, in terms of property, in terms of wealth, in terms of investments that you had before you got into the marriage. The laws that are applicable to this in Africa may be different to the laws of Europe, will definitely be different to the laws in South America, laws in North America. So it's important to understand the implication of getting married. I used to say it, marriage is a tall order. You need to really go into it well prepared, properly prepared. in terms of finance. So you need to ensure to have a solid financial plan, and if possible, you consider prenuptial agreements, if necessary. It is important to have some prenuptial agreement, that is, agreements that you have before you embark on the marriage, because usually love is not enough to hold a marriage. Love is not enough to hold couples together. There's the need, if you know that you have seen some red flags in the relationship when you started or when you were courting. If you know those red flags, especially in terms of finances, you need to quickly have a prenuptial. You need to do it with your lawyer. Secondly, it is also important to have legal and financial literacy. If you don't know, get professional legal and financial advice before making commitments that have long-term financial implications or consequences. Before you get married, before you say I do, before this applies to men, I'm talking about men now, it is important that you have legal and financial advice, before you go into marriage. And in case of divorce, you need to explore options for, negotiating fair settlements. When you go through divorce, there's what we call arbitration. You can also explore arbitration for fair settlement instead of reacting, emotionally. Number 3 lesson that a man can learn, from this is mental and emotional well-being. It's important that you seek, a man seeks professional help, when feeling very overwhelmed, when feeling overwhelmed, and what this guy did should never be an option. When you're overwhelmed emotionally, then seek a mental help, seek a therapist to come in and help you with proper advice or way to go about the challenge that you're having emotionally. If you're depressed, go and be with friends. Find an activity to do. One thing again about this guy is that I don't think he was, I don't want to judge, but if he has quality friends around him, he needs to be able to speak up to them. That is the reason why we have friends. If you talk to friends, you'll be able to tell them, these are the challenges that I'm having in my marital life. Guys, what do you think? You need to build strong support systems, like I said earlier. Build strong support system with family, friends, or mental health professionals. I went through this kind of challenge, and what I did was to I ran home. I had this challenge in Canada, and I was having that kind of thought as well. The kind of thing this guy did, I was having that. I got to the brink of that, and then Canada could be very depressing in terms of the weather. Canada weather can be very depressing. So you'll be home, you'll be locked down, no one is going to be with you. So I had that challenge. What I did, I wanted to use medication for mine, but I remembered my upbringing, that my father would teach us to say, whoever unalive themselves that way will go to hell, and I don't want to go to hell. So, and then I wasn't having support around me. So what I did was, I just bought a ticket and ran to Africa. I ran to Africa to go and stay around friends and family. So I was always with friends and family. We were having fun, enjoying ourselves. I was enjoying, creating activities for myself so that I don't go through the mental stress I was going through, the mental torture, of losing a spouse. So That was what I did for myself. This guy needed to have gotten strong support from friends, family, and mental health professionals. A man who is going through this, please get help. Get help from friends, family, and mental health professional. Number 4 lesson that a man needs to learn. I used to say it, marriage and partner selection. Number 4, you have to be very carefully assess compatibility, values, and financial expectations before marriage. When you're selecting a partner, you have to carefully assess it. Compatibility, values, and financial expectations before marriage. It is important for men to be wary of partners who may be financially motivated rather than emotionally, invested in the relationship. So what this says is that when you're going to choose someone, you need to choose someone who chooses you, not what you are made of. You need to choose someone who wants to be with you because they truly want to be with you. Even when you don't have, they want to be with you. Even when you have, they still want to be with you. As a man, you need to choose very wisely. Choose someone who wants to be with you, not because of what you're bringing to the table, but because they truly, truly love you. If you don't choose someone who chooses you rather than what is around you or what you're made of, when those things, the reason why they are in your life, when those things go away, this fellow will go. And this is applicable to both men and women. It's not just applicable to men alone. You need to choose very, very carefully. Number 5 lesson for men. You need to learn about child support and court mandates. So, courts may not be fair. Sometimes these courts might not always be fair. But, there's a need to have the understanding. You need to understand the legal framework, and proactively negotiate settlements, so that you can reduce financial strain. Because they gave certain pronouncement in terms of child support, doesn't mean that this gentleman couldn't have challenged it. He could have challenged it. He could have used his lawyer to challenge the case and possibly settle out of court and reach an agreement with his partner instead of doing what he did. He would have engaged competent lawyers to challenge or modify child support rulings when circumstances change. Instead of doing what he did, he should have just engaged lawyers, to challenge or modify the child support rulings when circumstances change. Another thing he could have done is to probably, reduce his earning capacity. He would have even probably just relocated from the United States and stop working. If he stops working in the United States, he doesn't have any obligation. But this is not to say that he should not provide for his children. He could probably go to another jurisdiction and, find it would just provide exactly what he can afford for the children, as in what he can afford. Because I don't even think that he cannot afford this $15,000 because cardiologists, they earn so much. So instead of doing what he did, he could have just probably moved to Canada, Europe or something, go work there and send him money, because of course he still definitely needs to take care of the children. But I really don't want to delve into this because I don't know the situation in the house. The reason why the court, made the child support to be that high. But I believe that it must have been commensurate to his earnings. That is why the court made it that much. Because what I understood from social media, I don't know them. What I understood from social media is that he has more than 2 children, or two kids, and one of the child is challenged, So that child would definitely require quite a lot of spending or a lot of funds. So this is what he should have done, and these are the lessons for for men. For women, it is important to for women fairness and empathy in divorce settlement. You know, for this case, child support should have been it's for child's welfare, right? Not a financial weapon against an ex-partner. It is important that women, because some women, this is what they do. It is better that women encourage, advocate for fairness in settlement, ensure that the father can still be emotionally and financially involved in the child's life. For women, please, we beg you. It's not every woman actually, but for some women, please take it easy on some men. Take it easy. There was this time when you guys were in love, were having good time and all that. To bring those times to memory, and let love prevail in terms of this settlement. Look at what happened to this guy now. I don't even understand. I don't want to imagine how the wife, the ex-wife, is feeling wherever she is. I don't know what story she's going to tell the children about what their father did. Now, how would you feel now? Okay, now the guy is gone. Where's the 15,000 going to come from? Where's the 15,000 going to come from? So please, women should take it easy. Bring a little bit of empathy. Bring empathy into, settling child support. Don't see men as a means to an end. Then it's important for women to avoid legal battles as a first option. Look, like I said earlier, there was this time when we were loving Dovin and we were lovebirds and we were, saying I do, I love you, but what changed? We should always bring those times to if we cannot, be together as husbands and wives, we should at least be able to cohabit as parents, in taking care of the children that we brought to life. These children should not be used as weapons, or the fact that the marriage went sour, then we should now use it as weapon. No, that's wrong. It's important to, avoid legal battles. That's the first options. Mediation and fair negotiation are better for both parties than bitter legal disputes. Like I said, a co-parenting mindset rather than a punitive approach, benefits the child in the long run. When you are having this kind of, marital issues, the children should come first. The children should matter most in terms of settling this dispute or whatever might have arisen in a marriage. Please, women, we beg of you. Then, I also advocate for financial independence for women. I tell people, look, if I will ever get married again, my wife had to work. The days of a woman staying at home, not doing anything, no matter how rich I am, if she needs to make her money, she doesn't have to necessarily work for someone. She can run a business. She can be, she can run a business. She can, at least let her be making money. Let her have a source of income. Let some money let her have her own money. Let her call something my money. I generated this money. And if she generates the money, it should be able to be that she can use it to support the home. Financial independence is very, very, very crucial for women. I don't advocate for a woman staying at home, not doing anything. That doesn't make sense. That in this day and age, with the way the world is going right now, I advocate for women empowerment. Women should be empowered. If I'm going to remarry now, I'm going to ensure that my woman is well empowered. In fact, I'm even more empowered than I do. Because, men, we have shorter lifespan than women. So if I have a woman who is more well empowered, who is well, in terms of financial capacity, she's stronger than me. If in case I pass, the children will not suffer. The family will not suffer. That's why I would advocate for women empowerment. Avoid solely relying on spousal or child support. It's important for women to develop financial security through personal income and investments. Encourage self-sufficiency and stability for both partners even after divorce. That's what I said. It's very important that both partners have, financial stability. It's very, 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 very crucial, especially women, because I have, from history, from experience, men pass to the great beyond faster and first than women. There are more widows than widowers. So what happens to the children? Number 4 lesson for women is emotional intelligence and long-term thinking. It's important that women consider the mental and financial well-being of co-parents. An overly aggressive legal battle can have devastating consequences. It's not right. Let's leave legal battles alone. Think of the children and think of the past when you guys had good times. The child benefits more from a living, emotional, stable father than excessive financial demands that may break him. Please, women, I beg you in the name of God. The child benefits more from a man who is living, emotionally stable father than excessive financial demands that may break him. Please pity us men, please. Please, I beg you in the name of God, women, pity men. This money, you will finish. Okay, those children will get to 18. There will not be child support again. What happens? Now, this guy has unlived himself. So, over. Now, the general lesson for everyone. Marriage and divorce require thoughtfulness. Love isn't just enough. Love is not just about emotion. Love is not just about financial and legal implications. Love is not just enough, or love is not just about emotions. Financial and legal implications should always be considered. Please, it is important to enter marriage with clarity on financial responsibilities and exit it with a fair, if you're going to leave, exit with a fair, humane approach. If you're going to leave your marriage, bring in humanity into when you're leaving it. Like I said earlier, there was a time when you guys were loving-dovey, and now you guys are no more loving-dovey. Please, take it easy. Mental health, number 2, mental health awareness is critical. Depression and stress due to financial burdens are real. Seek help, or seeking help, is a sign of strength. It's not weakness. Like I said, I did it. I had to seek mental health. I had to seek a mental health therapy. It's important to seek help, mental health help, and it is not a sign of weakness, but strength. Friends and family should check in on loved ones, especially those going through divorce or financial struggles. These things are real. When people go through divorce or you're going through financial struggle, it's a challenge. So it's important to have friends, family, loved ones come around to support us. It's very crucial. It's very, very important. Number 3 is that the legal system needs to be reformed as well. Laws should focus on fairness and not lead to financial devastations for one party. I'm sure President Donald Trump is looking into that. Society should advocate for reasonable child support policies that consider the financial stability of both parents. These are lessons for all of us, to watch out for. It's important that we take marriage very seriously. The person you marry, the reason why you're getting married, these things are very important. If you have a reason, a very, reason, if you have there's always a reason to get married, actually. But if you have a selfish reason, let me put it that way, a selfish reason why you're getting married, that is when you know that the marriage will have issues. Just in case in the future, the reason why you get married to the person, the reasons are no more there. Please take these lessons to heart. This is the short video that I have in terms of this man that's unlived himself. I don't know what happened, and I don't want to go there. What I just want to base on is, what are the lessons to learn? Yes, he has gone, but what are the lessons that we can learn from it? And those are the lessons that are brought to us today. Thank you for listening in. Please like the video, you can share, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm still, going to be bringing out my video. Jet lag is over now, so I'm getting back myself. Like, subscribe, and please press the notification bell, because if I upload, you'll be able to know when I have uploaded. Thank you very much, and thank you for listening in. Bye.